Hello. How are you, Andrew? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Good. You've got your cap on today.
It's still a little chilly, isn't it?
I know.
I'm not trying to hide I'm going bald.
No.
No, I'm telling you I am. You'll be doing that in a few years.
At the end of the day, you know what? When that starts happening, I'm shifting. I'm going. I'm off.
In a few weeks we'll have to take it off. Reveal everything.
No, actually, you know, when we had decided to come today, we had looked at the weather
And it's a little bit
prediction.
warmer at the time, wasn't it? A few days ago,
Yeah,
they said.
16 degrees. I don't know if this
It's
is
a little bit
16.
chilly.
No chance. Yeah. Yeah, Andrew. How are things with you, sir? Everything okay? Good. That was 10 years ago. So we've passed by now. Yeah, we are talking about marriage now. Yeah, he needs to get married.
I was going to say, I saw you think about the rationalizer,
Oh yeah.
and that's right.
Yeah, it was about that.
You know when people quote the Qur'an, when Muslims quote the Qur'an and they get a little bit wrong, someone's supposed to tap on the back or something and correct them or something.
No, that's when they are reciting
that's what I
in the
mean,
prayer, yes.
exactly, yeah. So,
Yeah.
is that if someone was reciting the Quran and they said, and they're reading the bit where it says, and God made, I'm paraphrasing a bit here, and God created Adam from mud,
Yeah.
and actually it said in the Quran, God made Adam from clay. Would they tap him on the back and correct it?
No.
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 Well, that's what they tell me they would.
I know it. You see, to be honest with you, if
I
you
think
are,
you know where I'm going with that.
you see, the problem is that if you are going to raise an issue, what I always say is, look, establish that issue in your mind first before you introduce it to the opponent.
I think what he was trying to say,
Yeah.
he was trying to say God was quoting himself, which means saying the exact words again, whereas you were saying he was just saying something like it. That's the impression
You are
I got.
absolutely right. Yeah. You see, the error, and it was he never realized it. The error that he had made was that he was working from the basis that this is how he is thinking about it, rather than having looked at the whole of the Quran. Because if I were to ask, and first, when I'm in conversation, I will always want the person to establish their point to a valid end so that I can respond, okay? So when he says that, one is thinking to themselves, okay, is that the only conversation that had taken place?
Oh,
In the context
Quran.
of, yes.
Yeah, well, as I say, I think what he should have
See-
said, I don't know whether his thinker is saying that,
Yeah.
he should have said that God should have been saying he was quoting himself rather than just saying something like it.
Absolutely. I mean,
But he didn't say that.
This is what I'm saying, Andrew. You've established your argument first before you introduce it. And I'm not going to be chasing chickens. No way. I don't do that. But I did put the offer forward to him that if he wanted to discuss it again, no problem. Yeah. But I don't think he's going to take it up, to be honest with you. But we are here. Yeah, no problem at all. My question to you, Andrew, is when are you going to take the step? When are you going to take the step in
Believing-
accepting the
Believing in something.
not believing, in accepting the existence
This
of
is the problem. I think.
I never
How
said
do you-
believe.
No, I did
Accepting
that.
the
How do you
existence of
believe
the
in-
Creator.
problem is how do I believe in something I don't believe in? That's how I put it.
How do you believe in something you don't believe?
Yeah. Well, that's you want me to believe in something.
No,
don't believe
I
in.
didn't say believe. I said
No, but
accepting.
That's what it is.
No, it isn't. See,
That's what it is.
we are disagreeing, aren't we? So go ahead, tell me. Why is it
Well,
belief?
I don't know how I believe in something I don't believe in. This is the problem. If I said to you, why don't you believe?
Hello. How are you, young man?
If I said to you, why don't you believe in leprechauns? What would you say?
The first thing I would say is, how did you come to arrive at the word leprechaun?
Well, you don't have to use the word leprechaun. You could say any imaginary creature.
Now don't change it, stick to leprechaun.
Leprechaun.
Why did you come up with that, or how?
It's just an example of an
How did you come-
imaginary creature.
There you are. Now if you look at that imaginary creature, it is based on previous experience, isn't it?
It's based
And it's
on
it's a
something
combination.
which is
Yeah?
someone
So give me-
they've seen, but
There we are.
they believed you've seen. Exactly.
See,
They
that's what
believe-
you are
believe
saying.
you're saying.
Again, like I said, you
But
are
you're
saying.
saying they've actually seen a leprechaun.
No,
I don't think so.
No. Look.
I've never seen a leprechaun.
Well, I don't even know what you are talking about.
Leprechaun.
Describe a leprechaun to me.
They're small, green, but they don't come from Mars.
Now, can you see? This is what you call thinking on the
This
spot.
is Irish mythology, isn't it?
Irish
You have to ask
mythology.
an Irish person,
No,
not
no,
me.
no.
I'm not Irish.
That's a good one. I like that. But can you see? You are having difficulty establishing the basis of what you believe.
I don't believe it.
What? Yeah, no, I don't mind. But like I said, the word belief has got connotations which do not work on a rational footing.
No,
That's-
they're not an emotional footing. You're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
But
You're right.
I want you to dispose of the emotional
You
element
can't,
and
because
stick
we are
with
emotional
the.
creatures as well as rational creatures. We are.
So which one supersedes which?
Neither. They work together.
And
You
how
can't
did
use-
you come? How did you arrive at this conclusion?
Well, you can look at the psychology. We
You are going
operate
to
on
give
a feeling and
you are
thinking,
you
but
are going to
can't-
give me a subjective assessment, aren't you?
Well, we are subjective, aren't we?
There you are. There you see.
You claim you're
You
objective.
keep
You
going
claim you're
this way, that way.
objective.
No, I said evidence is objective.
Yeah, but then we have to agree on what the evidence is. And if we
That's
don't,
why I don't use the word
and
believe.
If we don't, suppose we don't agree on what your evidence is evidence, then what happens then?
You are confused.
Then you're calling your subjective and you're going to say you're objective. So,
Can you see? You are asking, you are answering on my behalf. You are not even allowing me
I
to
give
speak.
better
Brother.
answers than you, that's why.
Sorry?
Because I give better answers than you.
Well, everyone is entitled to delusions every so often.
I'm suffering from an advanced form of delusion, apparently, aren't I?
Sorry?
Am I suffering from an advanced form of delusion?
No, 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 no.
That was your
Atheism.
description.
Atheism.
That was your description of me in the.
Atheism.
I'm wandering in the wilderness, according to you.
Look at this. Atheism
Yeah.
is an advanced form of
That's what you
ignorance and
said.
delusion.
That's what you said.
Atheism.
Yeah.
Not
I'm
atheist.
Not an atheist.
No, some atheists are reasonable. The majority are not.
Like me.
Again,
There you go.
it's you. Yes. Yeah, so you see, when you use the word belief, it doesn't sit very well because you are talking on an emotional
Fits very
plane.
well with me.
Of course it does, it suits you. Yeah.
It suits me to describe religious people. You don't go yourself religious, do you? But
No, I don't.
It suits me to call people who believe in God.
Well, why
Well,
you
don't
keep going
believe
to
in
third
God, do
parties?
you?
Let's.
Where can I go?
You are.
You want to believe that you believe in evidence, but you don't even provide the evidence. This is the problem.
Look at
isn't
this.
it?
Look at this.
You need to find what's your best evidence. for God?
Look at this. Look at this. Yeah. No matter which way you go, you are having difficulty, and I'll tell you why.
That's the other way
I'll-
round.
I'll
It's the other way
tell-
round.
I'll-
You're right.
I'll-
That's difficult.
One second.
You've
I'll-
got the same difficulty.
No, I don't have any
do.
difficulty at
You
all,
do.
and I'll tell you why.
Wait, we ask you.
For evidence,
for
and you never
evidence
give
of
Okay.
any.
And no, you
Okay.
can't tell us
Okay.
how we would know we had found God.
Right. Okay.
Don't remember saying that.
I've never said that.
No, that's what he's
Never
saying.
said
He
that.
said
I never said
you're
that.
having trouble with finding a leprechaun.
Oh, yeah, yes.
No, I didn't say that.
It's almost as difficult.
I said
It's almost
as difficult as
describe a
finding God,
leprechaun
isn't
to
it?
me.
They're saying
I think
Describe a
that's
leprechaun to
almost
me.
as difficult.
Yeah. And here's
Well,
the.
wait a minute. I can only describe what I've been told a leprechaun is in various books.
Okay.
And it's a little fellow about 3 foot high with green clothes on
Yeah.
and a peaked hat that can do magic spells.
Really.
And they live in Ireland.
And they live in Ireland. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah. Okay. Let's move
That's
on.
what a leprechaun-
Okay.
Well, wait. So, I've been told about this.
What have you been told?
Well, that's what I've been told.
So you mean? So you mean?
In the holy book of the leprechaun.
Now, the next thing is, I want to try and find one.
Okay.
And with all my
Very
trying,
elusive, aren't they? Like
I've
God.
never found one.
Where did you try?
Where did you
tried
look?
In Ireland, under the bed, all sorts of places. I kept looking
Under
there,
bridges, apparently.
Under bridges.
And you still couldn't find
I
it.
still haven't found one, no.
Maybe it might.
And also with a unicorn.
Yeah.
I've been told about unicorns.
Perhaps leprechauns live beyond the universe,
Beyond the
space and
universe. Well,
time.
they may do.
But you know
can't
what?
look
Can I
there.
suggest something to both of you?
Yeah.
As you can see, because of what you think about, it's no wonder you are atheist.
No, I was an atheist.
Because you can't seem to
I'm
you can't seem to
What-
rationalize.
What should we?
You are
I'm not
talking.
an
What
atheist
should we
yet.
think about? What should we think about?
I'm not an
Give us
atheist.
a clue.
I'm an a-leprechaunist.
You are a what?
An a-leprechaunist.
There you are.
Yeah.
Now he's not an atheist. He's something else.
I'm an
And
a-leprechaunist.
he's a non-stamp collector as well.
I
Yeah.
don't collect stamps either, no.
You know he
No,
doesn't
but
collect
it's
stamps.
the same problem with God. Everybody tells us about God, but I never found him yet.
Yeah, but look at this.
And
Yes.
I don't know what to look for even.
Here is the problem, that you are basing all your understanding on your very limited understanding of understanding.
What problem
That's your problem.
Yeah.
And you're
Now
not.
take it further. Absolutely.
What are you basing your
You don't need to. You don't need to answer on my behalf. I'm here to answer. But
Did I
let's go a
answer
bit
that
forward.
so far?
Yeah. You see.
I was, yeah, you're right.
It's okay. I forgive you yet
on.
again. Yeah. But if you take it forward, here is what I said to you. Anything you talk about here, you are missing certain information. Just earlier on, as we were traveling here, I was talking to my friends, and I was telling them it's strange that we take certain things for granted, but when we look at them, we would think twice about it. Yeah,
Like what? For example?
quarks. Quarks.
What? You mean the
Quarks.
subatomic?
Yes, quarks.
Oh yeah, well that's
Yeah.
all.
Has
theoretical.
anybody seen them?
Oh no, that's all theoretical.
You see?
Oh, no, wait, but they
Have
do,
you seen
no,
them?
Wait,
They're
wait,
inferring
no,
them from
no,
what
wait,
they're experimenting.
wait,
Now listen.
wait,
Whoa,
no,
whoa,
what
whoa.
about the Higgs
I asked
boson?
I asked a
Have they
simple.
found the Higgs
One
boson?
second. I asked a simple
Well, I think
question.
they have.
One
They claim to
second.
have done.
I asked a simple question. Has anyone seen?
They've
No.
not actually seen it, but
Whoa, just one second.
they
Wait.
detected
Why?
the effects
But just
No,
one
no,
second.
because if I don't get it, I'll forget it.
Oh, sorry, I must consider the age also. Yes,
You
go
must,
ahead.
yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That they have found effects that they think apply to quarks. Now, same as the Higgs boson. Now, all their theories, all their mathematics pointed to another particle which they called the Higgs boson. But they didn't say it existed till they had found some effects of it, which they did in the Hadron Collider. And so now they think with 99 point.
What do they call that statistical?
Statistics,
What do they call that statistical
that
thing?
the Higgs boson
can't
does
remember.
exist, but when you tell us, when religious people, not you particularly, tell us about God.
I don't subscribe to that word. I said it
God.
already.
What
Religious.
word? Well, I'm not saying that. Oh, all right.
We'll-
what
we'll-
word is
we'll
spiritual
subscribe
people?
you into
what
it
will
anyway.
What will we call you? We got-
Typical atheist.
Yeah, we've got another word.
You need another one.
For you.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. People of a
People
religious
of-
persuasion.
No, I'm not that either.
Spiritual persuasion.
Not that either.
People of. Well,
Instead of carrying on, let's just stick to what I said. I was talking about quarks.
quarks, yeah.
Have we seen them?
We have.
No. But as you rightly pointed out, the effects seem to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
But now,
It's
can
just-
I?
it's just to explain the phenomena, isn't it?
One second. Whether it's to explain it or not, I want to suggest something to you.
Yeah.
If I don't see it, it's not there.
No, I don't think that's right.
So what's your problem with the Creator?
Who said I had a problem with the Creator?
You have. You said, well, where is he? I can't find him. Well,
No,
I'm
that's
saying
right,
to you,
because nobody tells me what he's like.
look,
I don't know what
look,
to
there
look
you
for.
are. Why don't you let the Creator tell you let the Creator tell you what the Creator is like?
What's stopping the
Because
creative-
it would be
what's stopping
odd.
the creative
One second,
thinking?
Andrew.
No,
One
no,
second.
that's begging
It
the
would be.
question.
Wait.
That's begging the
Look
question.
at this.
No, that's
It
begging
would
the
be
question.
odd. It would be odd, and it seems irrational for a human being to ask another human being to describe the Creator. Is that not illogical?
No, what I'm really asking is, tell me about the Creator that you believe in.
Now there you
No,
are.
wait, that you believe in.
Now there you are. You see why?
So
Why?
why? Are you asking?
You want to know, and which makes more sense to you, coming from the, in modern parlance, horse's mouth or from a third party?
It would make more sense to go
Coming
to the
from God.
horse's mouth.
Exactly.
God
So
doesn't
why don't
talk.
let the why
God
don't you
doesn't
let
talk.
one second, Andrew?
Because-
Why don't you let the Creator tell you?
Ah,
But now
because-
I've
no,
said
wait,
this to you
you're
before.
begging the question.
Doesn't talk.
If I just finish,
Right,
you see,
you never said
and
anything
Talk to me.
yet.
No, don't-
amazingly
yeah,
enough,
yeah.
you guys,
We're
for a few minutes, have agreed with information which you yourselves have not discovered up to now.
Like,
Oh, that's
The
all right,
quarks
yeah.
we talked about,
Oh, we got to
the Higgs
quarks.
boson.
So we're
You
talking
see,
about something
you are okay with that, but you haven't even realized that this is all third-party information.
Right, no,
Which
but-
you,
but-
one second,
with the proviso-
one second.
No,
If
with
I
the-
it's ten-
can I just
wait,
finish?
With the proviso.
One second, let me finish, and then you
All
can
right,
come back to
all
me.
right.
You see, it is third-party information whether you like it or not.
yeah.
You can go ahead with the proviso.
The proviso is that if the scientists come along and say, oh no, we got that all wrong, we've got to start again,
Yes.
we would accept that.
it's tentative.
Right. Okay.
Science is
Which is
tentative,
fine.
isn't it?
Which is
not
fine.
The way,
Which is
which is
But
not
that
the
is-
way that the people of this, what we can't find a word for, that's not the way they work, because they say
Even if
this
they
is,
say that's wrong, it's still third.
no, it is still third-party,
they
no matter
say this
whichever
is
way you go.
definitely true, they say.
Look, the problem here is what you are saying. Even if you find out the scientists tell you whatever, it's still third-party information.
Yeah, but we can check
Well,
it.
of
can't
course
we?
it is.
You can't.
If we wanted to, we could. We
You
could study
can't.
physics
You know
and
you
do
can't.
the experiments ourselves.
You
We can
can't.
do the experiments ourselves.
Well, let me tell you
If we
something.
wanted to.
As
If we felt so inclined.
the brother said here, It is all tentative, okay?
Yeah.
The other
We
issue.
admit
One
it's
second.
tentative.
The other
The
issue
thing is, you're not admitting that
Can
God
I
is
finish?
tentative.
And
You're
can I
not saying
finish?
it's real, but we're not saying quarks are definitely real. We're just saying they're tentative.
That's right.
Okay. So is there
Subject
any
to-
information that you are convinced of? It's all tentative, of course.
I suppose so, yeah.
So there's nothing you are convinced of.
We make assumptions, let's put it that way. Yeah. Well, we do, don't
You
we?
live on assumptions.
Exactly. Don't you?
Are you living on a? No, I'm
Yes, we
asking
do.
you.
Well, we do.
Do you? Why do you keep saying don't we? Don't we?
Do you?
I am not saying
Do you live on
anything.
assumptions?
You see, Andrew, whichever way you guys are going, the one question you want to avoid, yes, and I'm making it very clear to you.
Yeah.
Why don't you let the Creator speak to you directly?
Well, why doesn't he?
There you are. You see.
But he hasn't.
Now-
But he hasn't
Now,
actually,
now,
has he?
now here is
How
here
do
is.
I
doesn't he?
know?
Why
How
doesn't
do I
he?
know?
Yes,
Here
why
is-
doesn't
here-
he?
How
here-
do I know
Why
that
doesn't
he was
he?
speaking to me?
Okay.
How
Can
do
I?
I know?
How
Can,
do we know if
Right.
we can hear a voice? How do we know we weren't just schizophrenic and being locked up for it?
Exactly so.
and that
I
makes
mean,
all.
look how many people in mental hospitals thought
How
heard
would I
voices.
know?
Isn't it? I mean, that makes all more sense then that it is in written form.
Written or not, it doesn't
No,
matter.
it doesn't matter. All
Well,
I wanna
take
know
it up.
is-
Schizophrenics can write things down.
No
How,
way.
when was our first meeting?
Several years ago.
No, it wasn't that long ago.
was,
Come
it
on, you
was.
can't be losing it that quickly.
It was. It
Yeah.
was. Honest to God, it was. Sorry, forget that.
It's finally come out. It's okay. It's
Slip of
okay.
the tongue.
It's okay. No,
No, wait. No, if
slip
I
of the
go-
tongue. It's okay. You're allowed to be honest.
a word.
Anyway, Andrew,
It's just
look
a
at let's
phrase.
say 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It was. Thank you very much.
I
Yeah.
met you before we were on video.
Yeah.
I'd seen you before we were on video.
Anyway,
I just had
all
one
this-
Seen and met are two
I just
different
think that's
things.
what
Come
the-
on, Andrew.
Come
No
on.
wonder you are an atheist. Oh, anyway, forget that.
Anyway,
Yeah. I am telling you one thing. Yeah. If it is, you said no, it doesn't matter, written form or whatever. 2 years ago, I told you, and I put you on the spot. Listen, there is the Quran. Take it up, study, and it will give you the answers you require. One second,
I think I
Andrew.
told you at that
Let me
point, I'd
finish.
already read the Quran.
No, you hadn't. It's
I
on
had.
it's on record. Okay, you hadn't. Now,
Well, I have since then, definitely.
well, actually, Andrew, maybe
think
I would
I
I would
had then.
suggest you
I'll have
you
to
need to
relook at it,
reread.
but I
Yeah,
think I read it
really,
first.
really.
All-
But
all
now
it
here,
is- I
think
this
it's
brother,
all
since
that.
I met him, I've told him that. Okay. Now I said to you this, that if logic here, you have to think about sometimes, Andrew. Yeah, you ask.
I always think logically. Thank you. Carry on. Carry on.
If you think about it, okay, there are many people who say, oh, why can't God just come to me and talk to me?
Exactly, yeah.
Isn't it?
Good question.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
fair
And I think to
question, yeah.
myself, I mean, there is logic and there is logic.
But it's very particular, isn't it? God who he speaks to. I mean, he supposedly spoke to Muhammad, Moses, but that's not very many people, and all the rest of them, prophets. But that's not very many high percentage of people, is it?
Not even with all the Chinamen in the world.
I mean,
So-
he hasn't
so-
spoken to anyone supposedly for 1400 years.
So you are
So it's
telling,
about time
so
he got his
Escapes
act together
on-
and talked to people
Talk to
again.
us, yeah.
again, do you realize that all you are doing is demanding how you want things to be done?
Of course, we all do
It
that. We all do
isn't it?
that.
No, there are some people who are logical. Okay.
You could be that
Now,
well at the same time.
absolutely. But here is the question you have to ask yourself: what difference does it make whether it was a few hundred years ago as opposed to a few thousand years
Because
ago?
you said you've got to let the Creator talk to you, and I said
No, I
well,
said
it's
in the
not-
written form.
in the written. No, before that you said.
I did
let
say,
it
and I
speak.
said about
I
the
think you
Quran.
said-
No, 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 no. Brother,
I thought he was implying actually
Andrew,
talk to me.
like I said, you are thinking ahead of
Oh,
yourself
okay,
and
okay,
confusing
well,
yourself.
As I said, I've read the Quran, so he has. In
No,
that case, if
right?
you- if-
Okay,
I
you
have-
have read
he
the
has
Quran.
spoken to me then.
Oh, excellent. You have.
If you call that
So,
speaking to you.
no, no, no. I'm asking
don't
you.
call it speaking to me.
Right. I tell you what. If you have read the
I call that
Quran,
reading a
if
book.
you have read the Quran, then you should be able to give me a brief description of what the Creator is from the Quran.
No, I shouldn't,
Why?
because he says it's beyond anything you can
All
imagine.
right, there you are. You see?
Well, that's what it says in the Quran. It says
is
he is
does
beyond
it?
anything you can imagine. So
Okay.
How can I describe him to
Okay,
you?
one second.
How
If
can
he-
you describe him?
Right, here it is. If he's beyond description,
Well, that's what it says in the Bible,
yeah,
in the Quran.
can you logically expect to see this that is beyond the description?
No, but I am entitled to ask then what makes you think he's there.
Excellent. Again, refer back to the Quran. What does it say?
It says the sun sets in a puddle of mud. And horses fly. And
I'm laughing,
and other
Andrew.
ridiculous things.
I'm laughing.
Yeah, well, this is what
I'm
it
laughing
says.
because
you deny it says these things.
you see, Andrew.
You know it says these things.
Andrew, you really don't know what you're
Yeah,
talking
no,
about.
It says these
And
things.
you know it.
It says these
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
It does.
Not to worry,
No.
Andrew.
It doesn't
Look,
mean exactly
it's
that.
it's very
If
easy.
you want me to specify something else it said to you.
No, we
or
are talking
what?
about the Creator.
Yeah, you said after
what the
it says
sun,
in
the setting
Quran
of the sun is concerned. I talked about what the Creator.
about the
Now,
creator.
whichever way you want to go forward, Andrew, we have
You asked an open-ended question.
Am I
You said,
allowed-
what does the creator say in the Quran? So I
No,
gave you
no.
a few instances, but you didn't specify which ones you wanted to go for. What,
right.
I mean,
Okay.
which bit do you want to talk
What
about?
what is our conversation about?
About quarks at one point, but it's gone on a bit since then.
Now,
It's about
Now
God.
it's got the Quran and
Can you see? This is the third meeting, I think, ours, and you still are not making sense.
I'm making sense of myself.
Yeah?
I think
Oh,
it
that's
makes
all.
sense,
I
yeah,
think that's the only
because
thing
all
you are
this-
doing.
Am I making sense to you?
And then you,
Yes,
I can go
yes.
with you.
No, all these
A leprechaun.
No, all these things that you're talking about all apply to a Zangdong.
Is what?
A Zangdong. Now, I'm going to ask you to go out and find a Zangdong.
Okay.
So, what are you going to do?
I'll go and look for a Zangor.
How will you know what it is, though?
You are going to have to describe it to me first.
Exactly so.
He's beyond.
Yeah.
The Zangdong is beyond description,
You've got to
and it
take
lives
it on.
beyond the space and time.
Now you speak on his behalf again,
Yeah, well, that's
like you're
what I
speaking on
would've-
behalf
I
of me.
would've said that.
I don't
would've said
Carry on.
that. So you-
I'll
I've
take
got
you
to-
up on it.
I've
Yeah.
got to tell you what it
Before
is
you-
and what it
yeah.
looks like
Okay.
and what it does.
Go
before
ahead.
You can go look for it.
Excellent. Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to.
Why not?
What, I
No,
want
no,
to
no.
find
One
it.
sec-
I don't
sorry,
want
brother.
it to
Now,
find
now
it.
you're being like a Muslim.
Right. You don't want me to find it,
No.
and you
But what I'm
you
getting
just.
at
But the
is-
Zangdong will
One
talk
second.
to you when he's
No,
ready.
no,
Can
no.
he speak on his
In his
behalf?
book.
Yeah, no, but what I'm
Go
getting
ahead.
at
In the
is
Zangdong
that
Holy Book,
before
yeah?
I can go looking for God, you've got to tell me what God's like, otherwise I can never recognise when I found him.
That's true.
That's simple enough.
How do we recognise God?
How
Again,
would I recognise that it was God speaking to me?
again, here is what I said earlier, and I'll say it again. Yeah, logic dictates.
Logic dictates.
Yes, that as a human being, for you to ask another human being about what the Creator is.
No, but
Yeah.
Creator hasn't
Can
said
I?
any. You have
Can I
said
finish?
things
Can
to
I
me,
finish?
and the Creator
And that
said
is why
nothing.
that is why I referred you to the Quran.
Oh,
Now,
I too
now,
have-
once
I too
if I
have
can
read
just
the
finish,
Quran.
if I can just finish, both of you seem to be extremely reluctant on taking up this simple task of
we've
actually.
done it.
Can
Of
I just
what? Of
finish?
what?
Of going to the
I
Quran
have.
and seeing what the Quran says
did.
about.
Yeah, we've done
I
it.
gave you a few
Can I
I gave you a
finish
few instances.
about
You didn't
about
accept
what the
them.
Creator says? Yeah.
I gave you a few instances.
Sir,
You didn't accept them.
one second.
didn't want to
I'll
talk
ask you.
about-
I'll ask you to repeat them.
No,
Sunsetting
because
in the
this
mud
is-
and
There you are.
and
You see,
stalking and
we
all
are
that.
talking about the
Right.
Creator, and his logic is disappearing
That's
again.
what
But
the-
anyway,
that's what the creator was talking about.
anyway,
This is begging
we are
the
talking
question,
about
this
the
is-
Creator.
whole
Do you know the difference?
The which?
The Creator.
As
We are talking
opposed
about the
to-
Creator.
As opposed to what?
As opposed to the sun setting wherever it is.
But that's what the creator
Okay.
was talking about.
Now,
The alleged Creator.
The alleged
Ah,
creator.
okay,
Yeah,
let's-
talk about the alleged creator.
let's
That's
go
much
to the
better.
alleged
Alleged,
Creator.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is fine. Now, what kind of description will satisfy you about a Creator?
Well, you try to give us a few and we'll tell
Well-
you if they're sufficient or not.
You see, I want you to tell me because you are the ones who are having this doubt.
Well,
So
we
tell
don't-
me, one second,
We don't-
tell me,
I don't know.
tell,
What?
if you don't
No,
know, one
mate,
second,
What,
second.
what description
Yeah.
would satisfy
Yes,
you
what
of a
description would-
Zongdang?
There you are. You see,
don't know.
back. No, one second. Look at this. I
Either way-
and again,
Either way, if you did give us a
Andrew,
description
if I can-
of our other creator, you'd be contradicting the Quran because he says it's beyond
Like unto any
description,
other.
beyond unlike anything you can imagine.
Isn't that amazing, Andrew? You are agreeing with me because that's what I said.
I'm
Don't
saying
ask
you
another
can't
human
give us
being.
a description.
Logic is
But
coming
then-
back to you.
But then I'm
Now you are going to
entitled
start
ask-
shouting
then
at
I'm
you.
entitled
Yes.
to ask for what
Coming
reason then
back.
do you believe in him?
Yeah, there you are. Going back to what you are saying.
Yeah.
You can carry on in your confusion, it's okay.
No,
Let's carry on
Maybe
here.
right.
Yeah? You talked about a Zangor.
Yeah.
Okay? I said, and if you hear me carefully again, I said, look, it's asking another human being. No. In fact, it is better it is on the written word. And listen to this very carefully. I'm going to be very slow about this.
Yeah.
I referred you to the Quran about the Creator.
right.
Now,
Which I
and one second.
Oh, right.
As far as your description of Zangor is concerned, you are now going to be put on the spot by me, and I'm going to tell you, okay, since you can't describe it to me and logic dictates you shouldn't be able to, you are going to be able to refer me to a book where it does talk about a Zangor.
Why?
Please tell me.
Why?
Because the book says
We are going on the analogy here.
Zangdong's
So
book-
tell me.
Zangdong's book says
So
it's
you don't
beyond
have it.
description.
No problem.
Zangdong's
No
book
problem.
said it's
And
beyond
here's another one
description.
who keeps making things up on the spot.
I am the only person who has been spoken to by the
Zangdong.
Zangdong.
Yeah.
Now,
Just
I
as-
agree with
But we
you.
have to believe him, or the Zangdong will get very angry and send us to hell.
Just as Muhammad was the only person that Gabriel spoke to.
Oh, excellent. Is that the comparison you're making?
That's a good one.
Well, let's
That's a good
put.
one. I like it.
Okay, excellent. Let's take this comparison to its logical conclusion.
Yeah.
The Prophet Muhammad left a book, the Quran. What is yours left?
It doesn't have to leave anything.
It breaks down, doesn't it?
He didn't leave it.
It's
Strictly
broken.
speaking, he didn't leave it.
Your analogy has broken down,
Your
and you've got to
prophet-
accept
no,
it.
wait, Your prophet left a book. That's full of mistakes.
He didn't leave a book.
There we are.
wasn't written down till
Now,
after he
It wasn't
died.
a book, no, it wasn't a book.
now you have a bigger problem, because now you are actually accepting the fact that you don't have anything to defend your position with. So now you are diverting to other issues.
I don't have to have any.
But that's why you are atheists, I suppose. I don't blame
No,
you.
No, I'm not an atheist. I'm a Zangdongist.
Are you a what?
I'm a Zangdongist.
Oh, that's even worse than an atheist. But anyway, so are you wanting to continue on a logical footing here, or have you lost it again?
No, we're on a logical footing all the
I knew
time.
that, of course. I have to entertain you because I've been freezing up to now.
I know. We have,
Should have brought your hat.
Yeah.
What with the point we're making?
You should
is-
be a good enough human being and give me
No,
yours.
we've
Of
got-
course, you are
and
not a
raise the dead.
Christian, are you?
We've got
Yeah.
to the point where, if we want to find God, we've got to have some description of Him. Right.
Can I
You
just ask you a
accept
question?
that?
Can I
Yeah,
just ask
yeah.
you, what is your name, sir?
John.
John, you see, I went on your description. You came out with this very, what was it called again? Azangor or whatever.
Zang-
Yeah, maybe we've been watching Lord of the Rings too much here.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe so,
but John,
Yeah.
I followed you through.
Yeah.
You took it step by step, and then you quickly made a comparison between the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and I followed it through, and your example broke down because it couldn't be followed through. So now I will
It
reverse.
doesn't have to be followed through.
I'm not worried. Doesn't
All
matter.
pointing
I'm
out
coming
is-
back.
No, I'm not pointing out
John, let me
that.
just finish.
just
I'm coming
pointing
back.
out- I'm pointing out that everybody needs, if they're told to find something, they need a description so that when they find it, they'll know.
Well, here is what I would say to you. You see,
But we haven't got a description of God.
you see, you want to answer the question.
No, carry
You
on.
ask the question. You want to answer it,
Carry on,
and then you
carry
will
on,
ask the question.
carry on.
Why can't I answer this question? Very illogical. Anyway, let's
But
try and
there
put
is
some.
no answer, that's why.
Let's put some
But
logic to
there's
this.
no answer. Perhaps we come to the end of
Work
it.
this out.
That's
yes.
why he doesn't give an answer.
Do you know?
He knows
Do,
there isn't one.
do you know what you are saying, you guys?
What are we saying?
A human being asked a few thousand years ago. His name was, according to the Latinized one, his name was Moses.
Moses.
Yeah, he asked. He says, God, can't I just see you for a few minutes? Yeah. So you guys are not bringing anything new here, nothing intelligent about it, okay? But the point here is this,
Yeah.
that a man
Yeah.
whose name was Moses asked the Creator if he could see him. And the Creator tells him, he says, look, you can't do it,
With
okay?
respect, he did show him his hindquarters.
If I can just finish.
He showed him his hindquarters.
Yeah,
That's what it says in the Bible.
How rude.
if I can just finish,
Yeah,
yeah?
something like that, isn't it?
You see, now if he took time out to listen, he would have learned something, but as usual.
Yeah.
So he tells him, he says, no, it's not befitting for human beings to be able to see the Creator. He says, nevertheless, look at a particular location, he told him, and a bright light started appearing, okay, and it overcame him to the extent that he fell unconscious. Now, logic should dictate to simple human beings who are thinking that at this moment in time, if the sun started shining, and I asked both of you to look directly into the sun, what would happen?
I think he was having a fit or
No, I'm asking you, what would happen if you looked into the sun?
We would do damage to our eyes.
Why?
Because the sun's very bright. And our eyes
Now,
focus
if we
on
were
it,
to,
burns
right,
our
now let
retina.
me ask you on a logical footing, again, like I said, keep it
Yeah.
logical here. On a logical footing, if we were to assume there was a creator, and I'm using the word assume here,
Yeah.
because I'm talking to people who seem to have
Assumers.
great difficulty in understanding
Alleged
yeah.
creator.
logic.
The alleged
Yeah.
creator.
Let's say alleged creator.
Yeah.
If there was a creator and the creator created the sun, the creator created the human being,
Yeah.
the created entity can't even look into a created entity.
Yeah.
How in the world can the creator be seen?
No, well, if the Creator does all those things, He
Yes.
could then devise a way of allowing us to get an image of Him.
He would
all-powerful.
absolutely, no. He would devise a way of making you understand what the creator is.
And he didn't.
By looking at Him.
No. There you go again. Did you just hear this? You see, it's
your-
like I'm
your
talking to a
analogy
brick
was
wall
about
here.
the sun.
Yeah?
It's not, it's
Yeah,
not.
2 minutes.
No, I just want to suggest something.
Yeah.
What about if I tell you, because you can see it, the sun is your God.
The sun isn't
Very
my God.
no, it's visible. You can see it, and the sun is
So?
there. You can't reach it. It's
No.
it's a very logic.
Yeah,
That's
we-
because right.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
A lot of people have
This-
worshipped the sun in the past.
You don't have to care about the other people. You care about
Well,
yourself
I do
because you
care
said
about them, because
it's
they're
you
humans
can't.
like
It's
us.
invisible.
You,
Yeah.
The sun
Is it
worship
right?
one of
The
most
point
common-
the brother is making
Yeah,
here is this.
It's
that-
Why?
invisible.
But
You
why?
can't see God.
Yeah,
I
but
told
why-
you this is your God.
Yeah, but why
It's
should
exactly.
I? Why should I?
Look,
Well,
no.
wait.
One second.
Yeah, why should I? If there's
So you
something
can
in
carry
the
on,
sky-
brother. I just
Thank
want
you.
to
No,
point
no,
out.
I'm glad. You see,
No,
brother.
something- no, wait.
Sun
No,
worship
there's
was very
something-
common in the past.
You see,
but
John.
There's something in the sky, and
Yeah.
I look at it and burn my eyes out. Why should I worship that?
Exactly the point.
The moon.
Why
You
should
go-
I
The
worship
moon.
that?
The moon wouldn't when the I
I'm
mean
looking at
when
the
you
sun.
have
I'm looking at the sun.
John,
moon.
John, as he says, you've got a substitute one now. The moon. Yes, but the point here is no matter yeah, of course, but whatever is going to be said to you, the one thing you guys cannot get away from is only one thing. What you are asking for is observable evidence. Yet at the start of this conversation, which would have taken only 30 seconds, I asked about the quark. It's not seen, but you have.
Not only observable evidence, other evidence.
Let me just finish.
Other evidence
I'm-
will do.
you see, but you are discounting anything about other evidence with the creator.
Like what?
But anyway,
What
before we
evidence
go
did you
there,
brought up?
before
I
we
don't
go
think you
there,
brought up any
Because
other
it begs the
evidence.
question. that's
Andrew,
why
you don't listen. What can
we
I
gotta
say?
believe
Yeah?
before we can judge the
You see, John,
evidence.
but the
Your
no,
grounds.
the view,
Yeah.
the view. Look, you want to insist on your right, fine.
No, you
but
tell me. No, wait.
the
you
point-
Tell me
one
that-
second, John, let me
no,
just finish.
Wait, you tell me
Go on
that
then.
the alleged creator created the universe,
yeah,
and your evidence, which you should accept, is that the universe is here. Well, you
No,
gone
I
down
never
in
said
a
that.
circle.
That's
Have I
based
said
on the
that?
assumption
You
that
will say-
everything
Have I ever
needs
said
to
that?
be
Why should I
created,
say that?
Well, that's the evidence you're
Why?
going to give
You
us.
see,
See,
the
that's
problem
an
here is this:
assumption, isn't it?
that no matter where you go in the universe,
Yeah.
okay, you are going to find what is a created entity.
No.
Yes?
You're going to
No
see,
matter where you go,
No,
because
it's
the
not. We're
definition
not.
of
Sorry, we're
one
not.
second, Andrew.
We're going to see things, and you're going to assume they're created, and I'm not going to assume they're not.
No,
This is the
that's
difference.
right.
Andrew, no, I never
But
even
the
said that.
question is then, why
I am
why
saying
are
to
coming
you,
to the assumption that everything is created?
Yeah.
very
Oh.
easy, very easy. I mean,
Have you ever seen anything being created?
a bit of
I've never
logic.
seen anything being created.
Well, I carry on.
Now, am I allowed to answer here?
Go on, Andrew.
Okay, good. You see, Andrew, logic is simple here. Yeah? Anything, wherever you go in the universe, yes, you are going to see that something that is created. Now, though, let me finish.
That's an assumption.
Let me
Allegedly
finish,
created
Andrew.
by alleged creator.
Can I finish? The word created doesn't necessarily automatically mean there's a creator.
It does.
Does it?
How else would it get there?
Does it?
How else would it get there?
I'm asking.
If it's created, how else would it get
I'm
there
asking you
if
a
didn't have
question.
creator?
Have you gone off a rant again?
No, that is it.
Right, okay.
You said if you see something created, that
Yes.
doesn't mean there's a creator. Is that what you said?
No, I didn't say
You
that.
did!
I said the
Play
word
it back.
create. The
You'll
word,
see you did say that. You
I
did.
said-
You did.
Andrew, I said the word the word created doesn't necessarily mean there is a creator.
That's what you said.
That's what I said.
That's what I
no,
said you said.
No, you didn't say that.
And then you denied it. But now you're
No,
saying
you
you did again.
How did it get created then?
Carry on.
Right, okay. Whatever it is, Andrew,
Whatever what is.
this entity created or
Alleged
otherwise,
entity, yeah.
whatever it is simple. You say,
How do you know?
you, well, let me finish.
Carry on,
You
yeah.
say you haven't seen anything that is created.
I said I haven't seen anything being created.
Okay, you haven't seen anything being created. What about a child in the womb of a mother?
Yeah. That's a natural
Not
process.
created, conceived.
What is that?
Natural
Conceived.
process. Natural
Okay.
process.
In the universe, is there anything that is unnatural?
No.
How do you know?
Well, by a natural process.
I don't, I suppose. That might be.
So
But
why did
then
you say no?
If I see something that I don't know, how
Andrew, you are jumping
What?
again.
What?
I asked you a
Say
question.
again, say again.
Is there anything natural? You said
Unnatural.
unnatural.
As
You
far-
said, well,
No,
you
I
said
said no.
No.
As
No,
far
whoa,
as we
whoa,
know,
wait,
no.
calm
But
down,
if
calm
there
down.
is-
Andrew, you are flying again.
In one body, but
I know we've invented aeroplanes, but
you,
calm
you
down.
want to say because there's no evidence. If it's something you
Are
see, we
you-
can't
are you-
explain,
are you telling-
maybe you can bring in God.
No,
to
I wouldn't
explain
do
how
that.
it came
I'm not the god of the
You're
gaps
about to.
individual.
You are.
No, I'm not.
I think you are.
There you go again. You see, you can't help it, can you? No wonder you are an atheist. But anyway, you see, you see, Andrew, I asked you a question. Is there anything unnatural? You said immediately no,
Yeah.
and then you backtracked because you
Yeah, I
suddenly
did.
realized, oh, I got myself in a corner. But anyway, I forgive you again.
Not
But
quite
Andrew,
a corner, but if we
No.
see something that, what did you say, that might not be natural and we can't explain it, well then, and I say we can't explain it, then you want to bring in God. It's the God of the gaps, isn't it?
Yeah, is he got
no, I didn't say that.
What'd you say?
I said I'm not the God of the gaps individual.
No,
I'm not. N-O-T,
glad to
not.
hear it.
Yes, but that's not the issue. The issue here is simple. I asked you, or you said you have not seen something that was being created. Yes? Now you hear me carefully. When I use the word create, and I made it clear to you, it doesn't
You're implying a
necessarily imply
creator.
I said it doesn't necessarily
saying it
imply a
does.
creator.
And I'm saying it
And then
does.
when I asked about the child, you said it was a
Hold
natural
on, if you talk about
process.
something being created,
Andrew,
then
Andrew,
surely
Andrew,
you have to have a
Andrew.
creator. How can you have something created that doesn't have a creator?
Andrew, I'm going to give this conversation another 5 minutes, okay? I want to move
But can you
forward
just answer that
because you
question
keep
first of all,
going
then?
around.
Yeah.
Because you did say
This is despite me saying-
hold on, you did say you can have something created without a creator, and I'm interested
No, I
to
didn't
find
say
out.
that. I
You
said
did, you did.
Talk about the word.
I'm just
said the
interested
word.
to know how that could be.
That is, I said to you, if I take 2 pieces of wood, no, let me say
didn't
3
mention
pieces.
wood. You didn't
What?
mention
No, I'm giving you an explanation of what I mean.
pieces of wood here, yeah.
I pick 3 pieces of wood,
Three.
3 pieces of wood. I put 2 together like that,
Yeah.
and 1 in the middle, and I say, this is a human being. I've just created it. Am I wrong?
Yes.
I'd put you in a mental hospital.
Why?
Oh, you meant lost there, yeah.
Why?
Mental hospital.
You
You're
see,
obviously mental.
you'd put me into the mental hospital because you
Yes.
automatically assumed I talked about a fully flesh and blood human being. I didn't say that. I just said I created this human being. Am I wrong in the use of the word created?
Yes.
How?
Because it should be made.
Sorry?
It should be fabricated.
Made, fabricated.
It should be this.
Well, to create something is to make it. No way.
You've done it.
No, no, no.
You've
No
gone.
way.
You've
No,
gone.
no, no, no,
You've
no,
gone.
no, no.
End of
No,
discussion.
it's not. To create
It's simple.
something is to
It's
make
gone.
it-
It's
no,
finished.
we haven't-
Sorry.
To create something
You're
is to
only
make
putting
it
together
from
bits of wood
nothing.
which were there before, aren't
That's
you?
made. That's making.
So when God makes something, does He make it from something or nothing? This is the question.
Yeah,
And what do you
right.
think the answer is?
Well,
You
he's
have
got to
got,
make
you have
it.
got an answer.
There you are.
He's
You
gotta
see?
make it
Now
from
look at
nothing.
look
If
at
you
this.
have, it's up to you to give it. Yeah.
Look at this. Yes. No matter which way you are going, you are coming straight back to what we are saying.
You're
It's
getting-
amazing,
you're-
isn't it?
you're getting-
But
no,
then-
no.
But
I'll tell you where
anyway,
the confusion
come back
is.
to you.
No,
No,
The
no, no.
confusion is
We know where the
between
confusion is.
fabricating
Don't worry.
something from materials which are already at hand
That's
and making
making.
something from nothing, like magic. This is
I'm
the
so.
difference. This is the difference.
Look. Okay. You know what? I'll bring.
Universe-
I usually
what do
have
they
a
call it?
good.
Huh? What's that?
Universe from nothing.
Andrew, it's gone.
There's a phrase
It's gone.
for it.
Sorry.
Ex nihilo. It's
Don't
called
worry.
universe
It's
from nothing. Made out
go-
of nothing. Yeah.
Sorry, it's too late. It's gone.
No,
But
it's
anyway,
not.
we'll follow.
No, it's not, because you've given us.
Because there's hardly any.
No, you have given us an example and then said.
There's hardly
wrongly
anybody here. I'll continue the conversation.
No, you
Listen,
wrongly-
listen, John. Sorry.
Yeah.
Too late to retract now. Okay. The point here is.
Nothing to retract.
Sorry. The point here is that when I use the word create, and I said, look, it doesn't necessarily entail a creator.
then you're wrong.
There you go again.
Simple
You
as
see?
Create,
that.
okay. Let's rephrase it. Create out of nothing. Does that imply?
Are you rephrasing it? Okay, let's follow this reasoning.
we're
Let
trying to-
me follow this reasoning through.
That's not-
Okay,
we're trying
sir.
To point out. No, wait. We're trying
John.
to point out you've misused.
John, I have not. I followed what you guys did, and I'm now.
There was
I'm
confusion
now-
over the word create.
That's right.
That was it.
And
Who is
made.
confused here?
You are.
You are.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
no problem. I will take that.
Can I ask you
wait,
another
wait.
question?
One
No,
second,
wait,
before you
let's
do,
get- no,
let's
get
follow
one
reasoning
question
through.
in.
No,
wait a minute.
whoa,
Before you go any-
ex nihilo.
Ex
Okay,
nihilo.
That means
so
from nothing.
from
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Now let's use again logic. Like I said, let's employ logic instead of emotion. Yeah. Should we accept, for the course of this discussion, that the universe had a beginning?
Should we accept that you? Well, I don't know. How will we ever find out?
Yeah, how will you find out?
Should we accept?
No, we shouldn't. accept
No,
it.
we shouldn't.
Anything
Okay,
without evidence,
ex-
without any
wait,
evidence.
No, wait,
Nothing
we're
without any
going to
evidence.
try and find out.
John.
No, how will we
Wait,
find
wait.
out?
He's made some. He's just made an amazing statement.
What's that?
It included the word evidence. You just said
We
that,
should
didn't you?
accept anything without evidence.
Excellent.
Like the
Right.
universe,
Okay.
Beginning of the universe, or God, or anything like that.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
can we, for the purpose of this discussion, assume the beginning of the universe?
No.
No.
On what evidential basis have you said no?
I'm
There
not
is no
saying-
evidence.
I don't know how to find out. Simple as that.
Have you bothered finding out?
Well, no, I haven't. I'm not.
You haven't.
Do you
Now
believe-
look.
do you-
One second.
Do you believe the universe?
Andrew.
Or you don't believe?
Do I?
Do you think the universe?
I am not following
the
your
universe
question.
had a beginning?
Let's go with this. If you heard me carefully again, for the purposes of this discussion, shall we assume the universe had a beginning? Am I making myself clear? Sorry, brother. So I do apologize. I don't mind.
No, you can't. The problem is, if space and time are one, there's no time before the universe.
Andrew,
Therefore,
I don't
you
mind
can't
if you
talk
want to
about
look in the mirror and talk to
before,
yourself.
you can't
But
say-
here I have asked a simple question.
can't
Okay,
say before.
let's
There
go
is
with
no
it.
time.
For the
Can you talk about time when there is no before? No.
for the
You can't talk about the beginning.
For the
There's no time for it to
purposes of
happen.
this discussion, we shall assume there is a beginning of the universe. You guys said no, and you see, John, I said well. On what evidential
we'll go with your
basis?
hypothesis for now.
On what
How will we
evidential
find
basis
out?
have you said
Well,
no?
it's been here ever
we'll have
since
it-
I've
we'll
known
go with
it
the
anyway.
assumption for now.
It's been ever since.
Yeah.
It's been here all the time I've been here.
Yeah.
That's good
What
enough
has?
for me, the universe.
Then that's good enough for
That's
you.
good enough for me.
Well, look, there is no one who can help you, not even yourself.
Okay, let's assume the beginning.
No,
of
but
the
how are we
universe.
going to find out?
Let's move on.
I'm
then.
so
Let's
glad.
assume-
Thank you.
let's assume
Oh,
the
God,
beginning-
Thank
it's an
you.
assumption,
You
that's
see,
all it is. When you assume something, doesn't mean you believe it.
You are only
It's
assuming. It doesn't
It's
necessarily mean you have to agree with it.
It is an assumption. Okay. It's an
Right,
assumption.
but then
Right,
is there
so
any?
you
Is
you assume.
right? So let's work on this assumption, and for us to perhaps move forward from this assumption, to make it an evidence-based conclusion,
This is the problem.
we would have to have a look at evidence. Now, question is this: there are certain pieces of evidence which have been established, which suggest that there was a beginning to the universe.
Like what?
The expansion of the universe,
Yeah.
discovered circa 1929 by Edwin Hubble.
Yeah.
Are we okay with that?
That's all right.
Well, he
yeah.
discovered
Yes
the
or no?
Yes, he discovered the universe.
Okay.
Was
No, he didn't
expanding.
discover the universe. Yeah,
Was
the
expanding.
expansion of the
Yeah, yeah,
universe.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
right. Okay. Now they needed further evidence to see if this tentative hypothesis,
Yeah.
can be considered fully.
Yeah.
What other piece of evidence did we come across?
You're talking about the microwave
We-
background?
There you are.
Yeah.
You are familiar with that?
Yeah. Of course.
What does
yeah.
that suggest about the universe?
Suggest that it was smaller at one time.
How small?
Well, we don't really know.
Well, what they say, I think,
Infinitely
is
small.
yeah, they say infinitely dense and infinitely
No,
infinitely
Wait,
hot.
no,
that is the word they
yeah,
say.
no,
But the,
wait.
the problem is
Infinitely
whole-
hot.
they can't explain something which
Infinitely
is-
hot, infinitely
Well, they-
dense.
that's
Come
why
on.
that's why the physics breaks down.
Which?
That's why
which
they can't
books?
explain the
Andrew,
singularity.
Andrew, which
Because
books
they
have you
don't-
been
They
reading?
don't know. They don't know what infinitely dense and infinitely
Right.
hot means.
Right, one
That is why they don't
one
go,
second.
Can't go back any further than the
Have we?
singularity.
Have we?
Yeah, we have.
It seems like okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. Yeah.
But, no, wait. It got smaller. and
I haven't gone
smaller.
anywhere.
No, you haven't gone
Okay,
anywhere.
so they
But
said the Big Bang.
Did it
circa
ever?
the
No,
sing-
wait.
So the
Yeah,
singularity. Okay, this is what.
No,
scientists say.
no.
Hold on.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
It
Look,
got smaller and smaller, but did it actually ever disappear?
I want to know.
We
How are
want
we
we
gonna
want to know
find
as
out?
well.
We'd like to
but
know
we'd
too.
like to know as well.
We
Okay.
haven't found out yet.
There's a problem
Until
here.
we
there's a big
find
problem.
out.
There's a
Yeah.
big problem here.
there's a
You
problem,
see,
yeah.
if there was a Big Bang,
If there was, yeah.
if there was,
Yeah, if-
yes, because the universe is giving us evidence that there was. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
they're giving
So
us-
the if is a bit of a non-starter. However,
Well, not really.
however, one second. According to the speculation that is rife, this idea of infinitely hot, infinitely dense, yes, based on the idea that there may be more universes other than the one that we have.
This is well, yeah, all right.
Are we agreeing with this?
Sorry, say again.
It's too
That-
speculative.
I don't
This
think.
is- we
Well,
don't
this
know
is
any
it.
of this.
It goes
I
to-
agree.
we go to
I
speculation
agree.
here. We
But
do.
here,
Move on here, we're not getting anywhere.
here is the
We're now
point, though.
halfway.
Yeah. The question here is this: can something come out of nothing?
And the
No,
answer is
so it can't come from
no. The
nothing.
answer is we can never know.
No, the answer. No, sorry.
Because
No,
I'll tell you why.
Let's
because
be-
we
let's-
can't.
let's
Although we can
clarify.
detect the microwave background, and stars expanding, you can't detect nothing. So if it did come from nothing, you could never detect that nothing it came from, could you?
Okay,
Do you accept that?
there's a
Do you
book.
accept that?
One second. There's a book.
Then we can never know.
There's a book written by Professor Lawrence Krauss,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
A Universe from Nothing. Have you read it?
Heard of him,
I've
yeah.
watched his lectures.
Have you read it?
No, I've watched his lectures.
No.
What did he say?
Quite a long
Said
book.
said it was all to do with fluctuations in
It
the
comes from a
vacuum,
quantum fluctuation, the whole
quantum
universe, doesn't it?
fluctuation in the universe, yeah.
Con-
And then you're going to ask what a
quantum-
quantum fluctuation is, aren't you? Now.
I'm not going to ask. Why would I
Well,
want
you
to ask
should,
that?
because that's the obvious question.
Why would I want to ask
Because
that?
it's
The
the obvious
question is,
question.
does Professor Lawrence Krauss suggest that you can bring something out of nothing?
Well, he does say that, but
Did he base it on evidence which you two are not privy to?
I think he did, yeah.
And how are you disagreeing with it then?
I never disagree with it.
Okay, tell me, do you agree with him?
I wouldn't know whether to disagree or not. I'm not qualified, am I? I'm not qualified to disagree. But
Did you see that quick?
the whole point is.
Do you agree with it?
You see, brother, John, you should learn how to be honest to yourselves. Seriously, you should.
That wouldn't be much fun.
Yeah, seriously, you should. Because here, when it came to the spot, you quickly switched it. That's not being honest to yourself. I don't mind because I see it from a mile away.
No, he said what he-
Sincerely speaking.
Do you-
Okay? Now, as far as Andrew is concerned, he is one of those rare individuals who is utterly and totally confused.
Oh, right.
But
Rare.
yeah, it's
Rare.
rare. Yes, of course it is.
well,
It is.
Randy-
I would be
Randy
seriously
is very
concerned if
confused.
there are many people like you, Andrew, and I don't mean that in a negative way.
Oh,
I mean honestly.
So have you
You
been
are.
able to assess it then for yourself?
Tell
What?
us your opinion
This
on
Which
on-
bit?
Alexander Krauss's theory.
You tell us what
Who the hell
you
is
tell-
Alexander Krauss?
No, Lawrence Krauss.
Lawrence Krauss, yeah, Lawrence Krauss. Have you been?
Have you read the book? Did you read
Yes,
it?
I have.
All right, and what did you
And
make?
you-
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
have,
just
my
assess
dears.
yourself,
You see,
yeah.
I have no problem with what he says. The only issue that I would have a discussion with is when he talks about quantum fluctuations, because they themselves would have to be necessarily of a created entity already in the first instance.
Why?
How do you get
Why?
quantum fluctuations?
I don't know.
Well, he does not,
Because
does he?
That's what I say.
I'm asking you a simple question. How do you get
Don't,
quantum
I will put a
fluctuations?
simple question.
Perhaps they've been
Okay, I'm asking you. How do you
How do
get
you get
quantum
quantum
fluctuations?
fluctuation? What does Lawrence Krauss say?
I'm not asking him, I'm asking Andrew.
Well, I don't know even know what quantum fluctuation is.
So how are you disagreeing with it?
I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm saying
Andrew, it's all right, carry on. Yes, John, what were you saying?
what I.
Well, his nothing
You're confused as well now.
Well, of course we're confused.
Thank you for making that mission at last.
So his nothing is his nothing is not the nothing you're talking about,
Sorry.
is it?
Sorry, what was
His
that?
nothing's not quite the nothing you're talking about.
You
does he
see,
say
at
that
the end of the
universe
day,
can come from nothing?
Again, I'm so glad you pointed this out, John. You see, if I ask you, give me a definition of nothing.
Well, this is what they argue about, isn't it?
No, don't give me
They
this
do
is what
argue about
they.
it.
I'm asking you. Give me a definition of
Nothing.
nothing.
Very difficult to define.
This.
Eh?
I entirely agree with you, sir.
Yeah, very difficult to define. Because if you define
So we are
it,
we are discussing a matter which you are finding difficult to define, yet you are discussing it like as though you know everything about it.
No, I'm not discussing it.
Theoretical
never discussed
physicists have
nothing.
trouble defining
I never
it,
dis-
and
I
you're
never-
gonna
Are
say
you a
it's simple.
theoretical? Are you
No,
a theoretical
no, that's what
physicist?
it's
Well, keep
saying.
quiet then, John. Come on.
Yeah, I never talked about nothing.
Okay.
I never got
Do you want to
as far
talk
as that
about
because
something?
No, all I wanted to start talk about was.
John,
well,
do we
the
have to talk
universe-
about
you
something
said
or nothing?
The universe was contracting, right? And
No,
I
no.
asked you, did it ever disappear?
No, John. I said
Oh, well, this is
when we
about
talk
all the
about the
big-
infinitely hot, infinitely dense.
Yeah. But is it still matter?
I said that came as a result of us discussing multiverses. Yeah, because
Yeah, you-
no, I brought it in. I just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying I said they brought it in because of that, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. No, it's all speculation.
Well, right.
But
So,
the point is mine. Yeah. Tell me a comfortable definition of nothing, so that when we are discussing it, we know what we are talking about.
Well, this is the problem. I've never met anyone.
Don't
who
tell
has.
me about a problem. I'm
I've
asking
never
you,
met anyone who can
Andrew,
give me a good explanation
simple.
of what nothing is.
No,
Can you?
people-
Can you?
Yeah. No,
A simple-
I've heard it defined as the absence of everything.
Absence of something. But the problem is,
Absence of everything in the universe.
Yeah, but but that all means that if you're talking about the absence of, you've already admitted the existence of something. So you can't have nothing.
Why not?
Well, because you've defined it by something.
So
You've got to have something to define
can't-
nothing.
you can't-
so you are saying there is no such thing as nothing.
I've never said that.
Well, what he said was,
I'm
you
asking.
can't
That's not a good
define.
definition.
I'm
You can't
asking.
define something by what it's not. So you
Andrew,
can't-
why are
can't
you always
say-
talking on behalf of third parties? Why
because-
don't you talk about yourself?
No, I'm talking-
You tell me.
I am.
What's the definition of nothing?
You can't describe it as the absence of something because you're saying.
Okay, what's the
you're
definition of
describing
nothing?
As something it's not.
Andrew, what's
By
the
something it's
definition
not.
of nothing?
Well, this is the problem. No one seems to know. You tell us.
What's
if you
the
know.
definition
Do you
of-
know? You tell
What-
us if you know.
1 second.
He doesn't know. We're admitting
Wha-
that.
what's
Do you
the-
know what the
what-
definition
what's
is?
the de-
And
one
if you
second.
do, tell us.
What's
The
the
only definition I've heard is the
Yeah.
absence of everything.
And I said in the universe.
Of everything.
The
when I
universe
said
is
it in
everything.
that way,
If-
The dictionary
if you-
definition of universe is everything that exists.
If you listen,
Yeah.
Andrew, you'll learn a
That's
bit.
what it
Yeah?
yeah.
Everything that
That's what it is.
exists.
That's what the dictionary
Okay.
says. Okay, and I'm
So,
going
so,
with the
so,
dictionary.
so does the infinitely dense, infinitely hot exist?
No.
Does it?
Thank you. There was a start.
And they admit that. Physicists, that's why they don't understand the singularity.
That is why I'd rather talk to a
That's why they
physicist and not
can't
you,
go to a singularity.
respectfully speaking.
You'll have more
Yeah?
trouble convincing the physicist than convincing us, I'll tell you.
No, but you see, unfortunately, you take one thing, you suddenly realize there's an end to that, you jump to another, you realize there's a, with Andrew, it's all over the place. But I will come back to what we were discussing. You see, we were talking about the creator.
The alleged
many
creator.
many
Alleged
moons.
creator.
Yes,
That's
alleged
really-
alleged creator. Yes, we talked about everything. We have talked about certain issues which you are not privy to. We have talked about basics like quark theory. Yes, you brought up the Higgs boson. Okay, it took them nearly what 35, 36 years since Professor Higgs himself suggested it. Yes. Now, consider this. For over at least 200 years, the best brains that we call scientists, yes, accepted that the universe was always there
Yeah.
and it had no beginning.
Yeah.
For 200 years, an average lifespan at that time was around 50, 60 years. Yes, if somebody was taught at school that the universe always existed, would they have died thinking that was the correct way?
I think they would, yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
The reason behind learning more and more and more and more is to arrive at a certain conclusion,
Hopefully the correct one.
the correct one.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, according to your understanding, something cannot come out of nothing.
I would think that, yeah. That sounds reasonable.
And
Something
yet,
can't come
Now
out of
listen,
nothing.
now here is the problem I have.
Yeah.
You see, we've just agreed, yet now if I ask John, okay, what is the definition of nothing?
Oh, well, there you are.
See?
but look,
Well,
in
what is the
the
definition of
See?
nothing?
in the world
Yet
we
he
live
agreed
in,
with me.
We don't see something coming out of nothing. But the problem is, in quantum
No, no, no,
mechanics,
no, no, no,
things
Tell
get
me.
pretty
No,
weird,
you
don't they?
didn't-
This is
no,
the
I
Right.
agree, I agree, Andrew.
You know-
Wait, 1 second. Sorry, John, I'll come back.
Okay,
You see,
alright.
you know, when you are saying things, I'm thinking to myself, okay, on what evidential basis are you saying these things?
What things
And
in
9 times
particular?
out of 10,
Well, what thing in particular
one
were you
second, John.
thinking of?
No, yeah, Andrew, 9 times out of 10, the problem is that you don't know.
No.
Let's take this a bit further then. Let's just take this a bit.
Well, let's go back
Let's
a
take
bit.
this a
Then I
bit.
can-
Let's go back
you know.
a bit.
Back?
And
Okay,
let's
go
back
on.
a little way. Now, can you
Sorry,
give
brother,
me
sorry.
an example of anything that has been created in this universe?
Out of nothing.
No, just
Oh.
created.
Just
Yeah, but hold on, we
created.
have to define create then.
Same
Yes. See, back to me half an hour
So,
before.
Are we talking about something created from nothing?
No,
ex
well,
nihilo?
just want an example.
Or something put together from bits of
No.
wood, what he was saying about earlier on, which we can all do.
Getting
And
back
no one's
to
denying
your
that.
old-
So what is the word?
What we got
What is the
problem
definition
is-
of the word
what
create?
The problem is having creating something from
Andrew,
nothing. Yeah, but I have
Andrew.
to tell you this, from nothing. That is, I have a problem with. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Andrew, you have a problem yet. When I ask you define nothing, you don't know.
I don't
What's
know.
your definition?
So
What's
you
your
are
definition?
no.
What's
Well,
your
1 second. I'll tell you very clearly. Yes.
Oh, excellent.
Take the universe right back. It disappears.
No.
Is it?
How do you know?
1 second.
So
1
where'd you
second.
get that from?
1 second.
No, you don't.
Take the universe
Go
back.
back to singularity, but they
Goes
can't go
in,
back for that.
disappears up its own, you know,
Thingy.
yeah. Yeah, how do you know
Right,
that?
you have asked
How
me,
do
can
you
I
know that?
finish?
Yeah, carry on. Carry on.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Anything beyond that is nothing.
Yeah, but you can't get
Yeah?
beyond that. This is the problem.
Aha, 1 second. You
Only
see,
go back to singularity.
you see, here it, 1
know
second,
that?
1 second, let me, you see, here is the problem we have. Yes, I am saying that I am going beyond what you call the singularity.
And we're saying
because
you
you see,
We're saying you
just
can't.
a split. If I can just finish, yeah, a split second before. Yes,
Because time began then, so you can't get before.
can I finish? A split second before the initial.
No, you can't. You
Can
can't,
I just?
You can't even start.
Can I just finish? He can't. That's the problem.
Because you
But
got,
you
when,
see,
when you go wrong, it's best to correct you straight away before you get into more muddle. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
you're already muddled. How can you get out
No,
of
you
that?
aren't talking about
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, you can talk about me as
With
much as
respect.
you want. You are muddled.
With respect.
Yeah. But that's good. You're learning. Yeah. You see, I am saying a split second after the Big Bang. Yes.
Second after.
After.
Yeah,
Listen to me.
Yeah, yeah.
After.
Yeah,
Okay.
after.
Well, there was a start,
Start, yeah.
wasn't there?
Well, this is the problem.
What is the problem?
Because you'd only go back, as I say, to the singularity.
What happened before?
Well, you can't go back before that. This is it.
What? Absolutely, it does, doesn't it?
Yes. If,
So, what was
implies
there
it, if
before the
there was.
start?
Well, this is the problem. Time. If time begins then as well, you can't go back. Before.
No, no, no.
There's no before.
There's
no
time.
before something. If time doesn't exist, you can't go before, can you?
I agree with you, but that is based on the physical universe.
It's based on the best information that we have.
Aha! Now we are back to the best information. And what is the best information about that particular aspect that Professor Hawking talks about just prior to the Big Bang?
Mind of
What
God.
does he say?
What does he
of
say?
God.
Thank you. There you are. Finally, he came to it.
Hawkins is an atheist.
Yeah? No, I'm talking to
What's he
him.
talking about the mind of God for? Then?
I don't know.
You see,
I think he
you
wasn't talking
you
literally.
again.
I think
no,
he
no,
was
no.
talking like,
no, Andrew. You assume
Hypothetically, metaphorically.
yeah, Andrew. You assume too many things, and you don't want to deal with the facts.
assume
That's your
everything.
problem.
There are no facts.
Oh, I agree
There are
with
no
you.
facts.
You do. Are you married?
Was it a
They're only
metaphor
assumptions.
for?
Andrew, are you married?
You said it was metaphor, but for what?
What's the metaphor?
You said it was a metaphor, but what for?
Who's opting
The
out
mind of
now?
God was
Not opting out. The conversation ended a few years.